What if the secret to a streamlined and cost-effective video wall solution has been hiding in plain sight? Discover how smart configurations can slash your hardware budget and simplify management. We're breaking down the truth about single-player multi-screen setups, revealing whether this solution is actually working and viable in real-world use. Hey everyone, welcome back to Look Digital Signage channel, where we talk about everything digital signage, one way or another. Today we're diving into a topic that confuses beginners and pros alike. Video wall digital signage, is one player enough? Spoiler, in most cases yes, but let's get into the details. And by the way, if you're searching for powerful yet affordable software to control your video wall setup, don't forget to try Look DS with a 14-day free trial. No limitations, no credit card required. All links are in the description below. Okay, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay in touch. And here we go. So first things first, what is a video wall exactly? At its core, it's a large display surface assembled from multiple screens acting as one unified visual canvas. There are two main types: LCD video walls built from multiple 16 to 9 displays arranged in grids like 2x2, 3x3, 4x1, whatever you need. These are the ones with super thin bezels so your content looks as seamless as possible. And then you got LED video walls assembled from LED modules rather than fixed size screens. Here the module dimensions vary by manufacturer, giving you much more freedom in creating unconventional shapes and sizes. Now let's address a question many beginners ask. Can I just build a video wall using regular TVs? Technically, sure. Should you? Absolutely not. Unless you enjoy headaches. Here's why. Specialized video wall panels are built with ultra-thin bezels, up to 0.9 millimeters, while consumer TVs have thick borders that instantly break the illusion of a unified image. Then there is lifespan. Commercial panels are made for 24/7 or 16/7 operation, while TVs are not. Brightness is another factor. TVs simply don't have the needs for well-lit public spaces. Add anti-glare coatings, anti-vandal protection and heat management, and it becomes obvious. What works in your living room won't survive in retail store, airport or showroom. So no, regular TVs are not a video wall solution. Alright, how does a proper video wall setup usually look? You've got a few configurations here. The first is one media player with one output and then displays with daisy chain supports. You just need to plug your player into the display that is first in the chain. The second setup goes with one media player with multiple video outputs, which connect directly to each of the displays. The third option consists of one media player connected to a video wall controller, which in turn transmits a signal to each display. And the last setup implies several media players connected to each display. Different setups fit different budgets and complexity levels, but the star of today's episode is the first three and why they work surprisingly well in most cases. Because here is the big question. Is one player enough for a video wall? In the overwhelming majority of scenarios, yes. Even if your tolerable resolution goes up to 8K, a single powerful player can handle it. And yes, even if you want different content on each screen at different times. Here's the key concept. Individual screens don't display 4K unless your layout is specifically built for that. The resolution splits across the grid. And that's totally fine because standing at normal viewing distance, a viewer perceives the whole picture, not pixel counts per panel. Now, what if you want to switch between a full canvas unified image and independent content per screen? That's where good software makes all the difference. Let me show you an example using the Screen Layouts feature in Look CMS. Let's say we're building a dynamic 4-screen digital menu board. Our goal, a unified 4K video across all screens in one scene, and then a split layout with different content per display in another. To do this, we create a layout with a canvas size of 3840 by 540. In the first scene, we place a single video stretching across all 4 screens. In the second scene, we show menu items on 3 screens and the promotional video on the remaining one. Now just set the duration for each scene and you're good to go. Remember, in this case, each individual display will output HD resolution because that's how the layout divides, and that's perfectly normal for menu boards and most commercial content. With this approach, you can craft all kinds of video wall configurations, and this is exactly the moment where I see zero reason not to remind you that you can test this feature and everything else Look Digital Signage offers with a 14-day free trial. All links are in the description below. Okay, so what kind of player should you use? Well, obviously, this isn't really something an Amazon Fire Stick can handle. Generally, you can trust this to any pro or semi-pro media player with strong specifications. Our Look HD 2222 is an excellent example, managing hundreds of video walls all over the world. And if you need multiple outputs from a single device, then Windows or Linux-based players are solid choices. Another good option might be the Apple Mac Mini, which can drive up to 3 screens and has enough power to handle serious digital signage workloads. Now let's cover the edge cases, when one player is not enough. Let's say you always need completely different content on every screen, like in situation rooms or command centers, then you'll need multiple players. Another scenario, if you want 4K resolution per individual display and your setup includes more than 4 screens. Technically possible? Yes, using 16K players. Realistically, it's extremely expensive, extremely niche, and rarely justified for commercial signage. So let's wrap this up. Is one player enough for a video wall? In almost all digital signage use cases, yes. One powerful media player plus smart content management software can handle unified visuals, split layouts, scheduled scene changes, and complex content logic with no problem. Multiple players only make sense in high-end mission-critical environments and ultra-high resolutions specialty setups. Well, I'd say that the topic is covered. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments here. This was Gabriel, thanks for watching and see you in the next videos. Bye.